Okay, so where are we at? Grubs. I want to say Grubs.
G-R-U-P-P.
Grubs. We are at Grubs Farm picking our Christmas tree. The first step to picking your tree is to figure out where you're going to go, and we Googled for like an hour and a half last night because we're indecisive and can't make a decision. And we picked this farm because it had cheap trees.
This is true. And it had Scotch pines, and a lot of places didn't have Scotch pines.
We are getting a Scotch pine because it's cheap, and also because we don't like
strong.
Yeah.
They have strong branches so that your ornaments and your lights don't weigh them down.
I have a lot of super old ornaments from my dad and my grandpa that are really special to me, so I like to make sure that they're not going to break.
So what are you looking for in a Christmas tree?
I like ones that are not too wide. I like that nice triangle type shape to them. Sturdy branches.
We don't have very tall ceilings, so we can't get one that's very tall.
Evenness. You look for symmetry. I'm just holding this saw so that Shaun has extra hands to film. I will not be using this.
She might.
No, that could be dangerous.
Alright, let's go back down. Stay in our lane. Still hunting.
Quite an important decision. Plus, we suck at decisions.
Well, I'm not all that picky about my Christmas trees. If it was up to me, I probably wouldn't even put one up, to be honest.
So that's another important thing, is to decide what kind of tree you want, because there's like a million. And
This is true.
they all have different features.
And they all have a different price range.
Yeah. So, but I think that really branch sturdiness is the most important.
And the Scotch pines have a very high rating in their branch sturdiness.
I also like the trees that have that little bit of a blue tint to them, but they're out of our budget. Alright, we picked the winner. We're gonna go with this guy. I guess we'll take this guy home too. We like him.
We're still cutting down Christmas trees. Putting on your gloves. These are really heavy duty.
They were like $1 at Target.
I'll probably get stabbed by needles through them. Make sure you have a high quality saw.
Most places will have them that you can borrow.
Yes. This one looks like it's pretty sharp. So
This is only the second time that we've done this, so we're only kind of experts, but not really at all.
I think we're qualified to do this.
He's very intense.
Serious business.
Don't
One
hurt.
wrong move and I could cut my whole arm off.
Please don't do that.
About halfway there.
That's fast. How'd it go? I just set the camera down to provide some assistance. But
Got a tree.
All I did was hold it.
I mean, got a little rocky at the end there, but we made it.
We made it. We did it. You can do it too. They had these little carts that we could grab to do this, but our thing is kind of making everything harder than it needs to be, so we didn't do that. But it might be an option for you. Although Shaun seems to have a pretty good handle on the situation. So then you bring it over, and at most places they do the netting. I'm sure there's a different word for that, but they do all of that for you. This is our tree. It's a little lopsided. Little The trunk's a little bit wonky, but it's okay. We're all about imperfections around here.
It fits our wonky house.
And our wonky life. How do you think our day went?
It was decent. It wasn't bad.
I think our biggest problem was our hair.
Yeah. Lots of hair everywhere. Mine didn't want to stay in place how I planned. I tried to keep it out of my face while I was cutting the tree today, and that didn't work out so well. So
Mine was really busy, but the most important thing that we want you to see is that experiences like this never really go as smooth as you think or as smooth as people make them seem on social media.
But we got it done.
And if we can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
What do you, because last year we didn't cut our own tree down. We bought one.
But the year before we cut it down.
Mm-hmm. But what did you like doing better, cutting it down or taking it down?
If I have to have a Christmas tree, I would rather cut it down or get a fake one that I don't have to pick out every year. But if we have to have a real one every year, I would rather cut it down.
I like the experience.
I mean, plus it was a beautiful day out today. We don't get that very often around here this time of year, so.
Yeah, and it gave us an excuse to get out of the city type environment and away from it.
That's always a good thing.
Any types of suggestions about cutting your own tree?
I'd say bring your own saw, but I don't know if they allow that, so. Unless you own your own tree farm, then yeah, by all means.
I don't know if I know what was stopping.
I don't know.
I know you can't bring chainsaws a lot of places.
Yeah. I mean, this trunk on our tree is very tiny, so it wasn't that bad.
And go early. I mean, they had like a good bit to still pick from, but I was surprised by like how little of a selection that there already
Well,
was.
that was in the cheap section. Where we were. But if you went down further, where the more expensive ones were, there was still a ton to choose from.
So if you want a cheap and expensive tree, make sure that you go early because it's December 3rd, right? December 3rd. So they've only been open, I think most Christmas tree farms open like right after Thanksgiving. So they haven't really been open like that long and they already had a lot of them cut down, but there's still a good bunch to choose from.
Yeah. We got one.
This is true. Now it's a decorating. I'll probably put on like all the ornaments and Shaun will probably put on like 3.
Well, I don't have like any ornaments here, so.
But I have plenty of ornaments that you can.
But they're your ornaments, so.
But it's what's mine is yours. Except for ice cream. Even then, I would joke you.
Thanks. Well, I don't know if I have any more words of wisdom in me right now.
Fair enough. That's all we got.
Alright. Have a good week.
Happy holidays.